if you couldn't already tell from the masterful gameplay that's playing in the background of this video, I am a former Fortnite pro. Now, believe me when I say I'm using that term very lightly. I played Division 1 college Fortnite for the ECAC division, or whatever the fuck you call it. I'm not actually sure. I never bothered learning. And I'm not gonna come here to undersell myself or underhype myself, okay? I am fucking good at Fortnite. I am better than the average Fortnite player. However, you need to be a lot better than average to succeed in ECAC, and I fucking did not succeed in ECAC. Here's the difference between me and the average ECAC player, right? I, despite my very pale complexion, enjoy being outdoors, right? And these guys do not, and I don't think they have ever stepped foot on grass and touched it, nor did they eat it when they were a child. Now, I'm not saying I did, but I did. But we're not here to talk about my journeys of veganism, right? We are here to talk about my experience playing college Fortnite, because as someone who is only slightly better than average, I got my fucking ass handed to me, okay? I felt like one of those guys that Jordan Belfort was calling in fucking Wolf of Wall Street, bro, okay? They were bending me over and hitting me from behind hard, and I want to talk about it because shit's hysterical. I went to a medium to small size liberal arts college, and they tried to be cool, but they weren't. And what I mean by that is the year before I went there, they were a Division II school in all of their sports, right? And they were a respectable one, too. They were winning championships every so often. Their teams were competitive. It was great. But then they decided to upgrade themselves to Division I. And that is what I like to call the worst fucking decision they could have ever made. We were an NCAA Division I school playing in a non-competitive division, right? We weren't a Power 5 school or anything like that. It was one of those random-ass Division I schools that call themselves Division I, but would get their fucking asses handed to them by an actual good school like Alabama or Auburn or something like that. Our football team lost, like, by 50 points to fucking Toledo. Toledo! They're not even, like, a ranked team, bro! Like, what are we doing? The administration's desperate attempt to feel cool was also in their involvement with esports, or at least their attempt to be involved with esports, right? We had an Overwatch team that I think was good. I don't know. They were always yelling and screaming, so I assumed they were good. And then we recruited this one kid from, like, China or something to play Counter-Strike, but then the rest of our Counter-Strike team wasn't as good as him, so they fucking lost constantly. I don't actually know the actual intricacies of it because I didn't spend a lot of time with the other esports people. But, yeah, we tried to be cool, but we were not. We were not cool at all. And we didn't recruit any Fortnite players, okay? The reason I was on the Fortnite team was because my friend was one of the people running the esports program, and he saw me playing Fortnite, and he was like, hey, do you want to be on the Fortnite team? I was like, what? The fuck do you mean the Fortnite team? This is an option? I could do this? So naturally, me and my roommate, who's also my best friend, decided that we are going to join the esports team for Fortnite, and we were playing zero build trios. We weren't even good enough to play build. We fucking suck at build. We never played it. The reason my roommate and myself started playing Fortnite was when they came out with the zero build fucking game mode, right? We never played builds. We only played zero builds when zero builds came out. And listen, we were good. We were having fun. It was great. I played Fortnite a bunch in high school. I think I stopped come like my senior year. My senior year of high school, I wasn't really playing too many video games. Yeah, so my senior year, I wasn't really playing Fortnite anymore. So I hadn't touched Fortnite until, from between my senior year of high school to my junior or like maybe late sophomore year of college, okay? Now keep in mind, that's a pretty long hiatus when you compare it to the lack of hiatus from the people who are in these ECAC tournaments who haven't stopped playing since Fortnite launched, right? We were at a whole huge disadvantage. But regardless, we needed a third. We recruited our other friend who was also on the Overwatch team, and he was also on controller. So already, we are two of the three people on our team haven't really played since high school, and the other guy's on controller. And he's great, but everyone else is playing on PC, and that comes with a disadvantage. My friend who was on the Overwatch team was really in charge of managing the team and making sure we got to matches and everything like that. He was always party leader, so I'm not really sure the intricacies of how the matches worked, but essentially they would make these big private lobbies for everyone to join with some like private island code or whatever, and we would all join it and we would all do the battle royale game mode. Like it's super simple stuff when you break it down. There's some other stuff. We had to like sign in on this website or whatever and make an account, but it was all just formalities at that point. Every school had 1 or 2 teams, and points were decided by how long you make it into the match, so what your actual placement was, and then you get a certain amount of points for kills, right? So our strategy was to just not go for kills at all and just stay alive as long as possible. I did some streams of our matches when they were going on, just for fun, just to have the footage, because, I mean, we were being fucking hysterical. Anytime we saw a person in the game, we ran the opposite direction, because we knew that we were about to get fucked if we engaged with them. There was one time we spent a whole 5 minutes killing the person who set up the lobby, because how it worked was the person who set up the lobbies with ECAC had to actually be a character in the game, because there was no way to host a game and be a spectator, apparently, and it just so happened that the person who was running this was also the person that we got recruited by to be on the team. So he was running around the map trying to just hide, and my entire team bum rushed him, not knowing it was him. He tried emoting to let us know that it was him. He dropped weapons for us and everything like that. He just kept running away. We kept chasing him for 5 minutes straight until it came into the kill feed that we had killed him and not an actual player in the game. And the best part about it is that that kill still counted for a point. The furthest we ever made, I think we got like 2 kills one time and made it to like top 3. That was the most points we ever got in a single game. Which we were on the top of the world when that happened. We were talking so much shit in the Discord. Oh my fucking god. The Discord was insane. So the league that we played in had a Discord where everyone can talk to each other, and if there was any technical issues, that's really what it was for. It was for technical issues, to say like, hey, we didn't get in this game, hey, we're not in this game, can we restart, things like that. What it actually ended up being was a bunch of virgins yelling at each other, talking shit. It was fucking hysterical. And I remember me and my team decided to start a rivalry with another player. There was one guy who was one of the best players in the entire tournament, and I think he was on the first place team. He was always talking mad shit in the Discord, right? He was taking this super serious, and we decided that we were just gonna mess with him because we were just a bunch of idiots who didn't really care. So we would start messing with him by just like being good sports to him, like, hey man, great game, hey man, great kill, you're so good, shit like that. That pissed him off so fucking bad. We would at him in the server constantly, even when tournaments weren't going on. It would be the middle of the school day and would just be like, hey, just want to say you're awesome, man, can't wait to play you this week. He would always reply by talking shit to us, like calling us terrible. We fucking knew. You didn't have to tell us. Things did escalate a little bit. And I don't want to say escalate because that's like totally over-exaggerating the situation. But one of my friends' who I didn't really know super well is apparently like a D1 stalker. And so he handed her the username for this guy and was like, hey, find this guy's Instagram. Tell me everything you can know about him. And she did. She found his Instagram. She found like his Facebook profile, everything. And the worst part about it was that this dude was like, he looked like your average Fortnite fucking professional, right? Like real schlubby looking dude. His girlfriend was hot as hell. And she was a softball player. She was a softball player, and she was hot as hell. We were like, no! How are we supposed to talk shit now? Regardless, the whole thing was total vibes. I remember when me and my friend had our first tournament, we had this like big esports arena thing. That's where we played because all the computers were pretty good. We got pretty good frames, all that stuff. We would play there, and a couple of our friends came over and they brought like signs with our usernames and they were cheering us on. It was a lot of fun. I don't regret doing it at all. And now I can say on my Tinder profile that I was a D1 athlete. Fuck yeah. I will say I have one regret from the whole thing, and one thing that still pisses me off to this day. I was promised an esports team jersey with my username on the back, and I never got it. So listen. If you're fucking watching this video and you know you owe me that jersey, I'm not gonna say your name, but you know who the fuck I'm talking to. Get me the fucking jersey. Get me the jersey now, or I'm coming to your house and I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Don't you notice how I get